Modern weddings often focus on the spectacle, the celebration, the guests, and the assumption of a smooth transition into domestic life. Yet, shortly after the ceremony, many couples face the immediate friction of clashing egos and the breakdown of effective communication. The Vedic tradition approaches this transition through the Vivaha Samskara, a codified system of sacraments. The term itself is derived from the prefixes vi and vaha, signifying a specialized responsibility to support and carry one another through the complexities of human existence. The ancient sages structured these rituals to anticipate the specific psychological stresses that often cause a marriage to fracture. Each step in the liturgy serves as a deliberate intervention against future conflict. This sequence guides two individuals to move past their independent identities. It prepares them to function as a unified entity, prioritizing the long-term health of the partnership over individual desires. By examining the specific meanings of these mantras, we find a practical framework for maintaining a resilient and balanced relationship in the modern world. A common misconception regarding the Kanyadaan ritual is that it represents the bride being handed over as property. In a strict Vedic context, however, the ritual functions as an exchange of non-negotiable terms. As the bride's parents participate in the joining of hands, they are physically anchoring a series of specific conditions that the groom must accept before the ceremony proceeds any further. The groom is asked to promise that in matters of spiritual duty, the pursuit of wealth, and the enjoyment of physical pleasures, he will never leave his wife behind or overlook her interests. He must fully acknowledge her as an absolute and equal stakeholder in every aspect of their future together. The groom responds with the vow Nati Charami, meaning I shall not overstep. He is required to repeat this 3 times, formalizing his commitment to respect her rights and maintain these boundaries. Requiring the groom to publicly affirm these conditions sets a baseline of mutual respect. It is designed to prevent the accumulation of one-sided dominance, ensuring the marriage begins with a shared understanding of equality. Pop culture often depicts 7 circles around the sacred fire, but Vedic tradition specifies 4. Each circle represents a human life goal: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. These 4 circles represent the household's shared work. However, the defining ritual occurs immediately after. This is the Saptapadi, taking 7 distinct steps side by side. Unlike the circles, these linear steps are taken in unison, emphasizing parallel movement through life. The goal of the Saptapadi is to establish Maitri, or friendship. The ritual positions the couple as equally essential partners, similar to the 2 wheels of a bicycle that must remain perfectly in sync for the vehicle to move forward. By framing the union as a friendship first, tradition removes expectations of a hierarchical power dynamic, replacing it with a model of shared responsibility. The ceremony uses the metaphor of merging waters to illustrate the blending of 2 lives into a single unified vessel. Just as water from 2 different sources becomes one, the couple is asked to integrate their separate backgrounds. Once the water is mixed, it is impossible to distinguish which droplets came from which source. This represents the point where individual egos are meant to dissolve into a shared identity, where mine and thine are replaced by ours. During the Sparsh, or the touching of hearts, the couple vows to synchronize their thoughts. They promise to move beyond mere hearing and practice active listening, seeking to understand the deeper intent and feelings of the other. Because marriage will inevitably face external pressure, the ceremony includes the Shilarohan, where the bride places her foot on a physical stone. The groom advises her to be as firm as that rock. This is a shared recognition. When financial hardships or social challenges arrive, the couple must remain steadfast, never allowing their relationship to fracture. A lasting partnership requires both the fluidity to adapt to one another and the resilience to stand together against the difficulties of the outside world. The success of this framework is measured by the Yashogan, a ritual where the groom vows to sing the praises of women. He acknowledges that the feminine energy, or prakriti, is the sustaining force of the world. This isn't just a sentiment. The Manusmriti explicitly warns that any household where women are not respected will see its prosperity and spiritual efforts fail. The texts argue that the well-being of the family is tied to the empowerment of the women within it. As the ceremony concludes at night, the couple is asked to look toward the North Star, or Dhruva. They look at the North Star and its companion, Arundhati, because these stars appear fixed while the rest of the sky rotates. It is a reminder that while their circumstances will change, their commitment to one another must remain the steady center of their lives. By establishing friendship as the foundation and practicing active listening and mutual respect, this ancient system provides a template for a stable and enduring partnership.